About having like regret in our adult life, like hindsight is 2020, because we I told you before, like I regret moving to Arizona, but I didn't know that until I went there and then came back, and you didn't want to go to college, but you did, and it worked out. It's all good, but
yeah.
How do you deal with regret, like big regret in your life?
I mean,
personally,
I don't know. It's difficult. Like some people will say things happen for a reason. The best thing you can do, and it's going to sound very basic, but just move forward. But one of my favorite lines, and I'm going to bring it back to movies because, of course, one of my favorite lines in a movie is the past is just a story we tell ourselves.
Yeah.
It's a book, close it. That's the best thing you can do is just move forward. And if it's an opportunity, if there's regret that can still be made up for in the present, a chance that you couldn't take but you still can, kind of what's stopping you from doing that?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where if it's something unattainable or just the time has clearly passed, all you can do is move forward. But also, like, the past is something we have to hold on to at the same time.
Yeah.
Even though it's
Memories.
a story, it's a story. People will pick up a book and want to reread it. And I think it's good to remind ourselves of our failures. And it's good to remind ourselves of our regrets because it shows the chances we didn't take. So now that we can take them moving forward.
Yeah.
What about you?
Regret is weird because it's like, I wish I would have went back in high school and did more plays and music, or did one play or musical, because like we like movies, and it'd be cool just to be on that stage and like just get out of your comfort zone, and
Could you picture us?
I could do
leading
it.
Oh, you could do it.
Oh, leading? I don't know about. I'll be the tree.
You'll be the tree in the background.
I'll be the guy who goes, "Here's your mail." No, but it'd be something like fun just to like do, because like we want to do short films someday. So it's like, why didn't we even like try that? But we're too scared to like think of like a nerd or something.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for me, I did suffer from stage fright. In middle school, I did plays, and it was fun.
Oh, you did?
Oh crap! Yeah, I did plays.
Oh, but you were in choir though.
No. I did like.
I know, but choir as well.
I mean, I was still in choir in high school, but like even I mean, geez, I would do solo ensemble in high school, and when I was performing in a classroom with my two friends and then just the one or two judges, my leg would be shaking like crazy, and I'd be like, "Oh man, why am I nervous about this? I've spent the last 4 months practicing this. Like, there's no reason for me to be scared." And it's because in middle school, like I was somebody who, through elementary school, I loved doing plays and musicals. I loved being at the center of attention, because what kid isn't? And then I made a mistake. It was opening night for 7th grade. And I was the lead role in a play, one that will not be named. And
Shrek.
yeah, dude, I was the ogre. But no, like,
wait, really?
No, I'm kidding. One of the first scenes, I dropped a phone. I was supposed to pull out a phone, and I dropped it, and like everybody just stared at me. And I think that was the first time when I realized.
Great character choice.
Yes, I realized everybody was staring at me, but not because I was doing something right, but because I was doing something wrong. And let me tell you, that was the first show of 4 throughout the weekend. That was just. I think that's what absolutely told me, like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Probably why I sucked in sports in high school, but.
Right.
No, yeah. Now I would love to go back, because now I feel like I'm much more of a carefree person again.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I'd love to try this, love to try that, but
regret is weird, because it's like you only regret something because you know the outcome now, but in that moment you made a decision of like what you think is best. It's like when I use the Arizona trip for example, or move, whatever. It's like in that moment I was like, this is the right choice. We're gonna do it without knowing the outcome. Turns out it wasn't the right choice, but I only know that because of hindsight's 2020. So it's like I don't really believe in regret, because you make choices based on your life, what you think is the best at the time. So there's no point of trying to change it. This isn't movies like we talk about, and it's like, so whatever happened, you literally just be like, that's what happened, and then you move on. There's no regret. There's no. I mean, you should remember good memories, but I don't know. It's something weird. Like it kind of clicked for me a couple years ago. I was like, why are we regretting stuff? It's like kind of stupid. Mm-hmm. It's literally stupid, because you cannot change what happened in 2013.
Regret is almost just a way for your mind to taunt you, almost.
Yeah.
In like a
torture
you. Yeah, in a very just psychological sense. It's a way you could be carrying throughout your day. It could be something simple as opening a door, and then you'll remember an experience from high school, and it's like, oh man, like that happened, and it just goes through your mind, and it's horrible. Like, it sucks that minds are like that, but we can't control it. Minds, it just comes down to a chemical imbalance, and it could be the smallest thing that makes you go like, oh man, you dwell on it too. And it's weird too, because some regrets I have, it's like it kind of motivates me. Where it's like, hey, I didn't do that, but like I'm gonna do it this time. And maybe that comes more with career goals rather than a certain circumstance.
Right.
But like sometimes they can be motivating, and I think that's where regrets are necessary, because all of them should be motivation for you to go forward with something you didn't do, or to act on something. Or it could be the other way. Like, don't do something that you did do.
Yeah, exactly.
Life is learning experiences. We're just fumbling through it, man. Like, that's all it is.
What do you think you miss about your younger years the most?
Man.
Like, if you had to pick one thing.
Staying up late all the time and not feeling the effects the next day. Like,
you used to go to bed the time you wake up now.
Yeah, I was through high school and through college, I was very much the person up till about 2 to 4 a.m. and then up at 8, and I would just kind of be okay. Yeah. Not even relying on energy drinks or coffee. And now it's like...
You'd be in classes.
Yeah, like sometimes, there was one time in high school I took a crap ton of NyQuil instead of DayQuil on accident, and that day was the worst. But no, yeah, that's one thing. If there's anything else that I miss, I think the thing I miss is organized sports through school. Yeah. It was such a great way to meet friends, test your own abilities, and then build on those abilities, build on those relationships. Like I know playing tennis for us, like that was... I didn't play tennis until my junior year of high school. Wish I would have played it years before that, like even before high school. That's a sport that I love. It's a sport that I now miss. But because you're in school, you can play it every day. Because not only is springtime the time to play that, but your friends are at school every day. So you can just hit them up and be like, hey, after school, we're going to play tennis. Let's go play tennis here. We're going to play it this time. And it was an everyday occurrence. Yeah. And now as we become adults and everybody starts to move away, even if it's just, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour.
30 hours like I did.
Yeah, like whatever it may be, it just becomes more difficult because now there's more scheduling, there's more organizing rather than just a random like, hey, we're staying after school to play tennis.
Yeah.
And you can be like, oh, okay, this is super convenient because we're teenagers, so we have the time to do this.
What time do you have to leave at? 6:30 or right now?
No, 6:30.
Oh, okay.
As you asked me.
Did I already ask you that?
No, I'm just saying, it cracks me up.
Oh,